So what if you could join a new community, but there was a catch, a hard final limit on the number of founding members? I'm not talking about your typical product launch. I'm talking about a finite group where once the door is shut, they stay shut for good. It's a pretty unique idea, so let's dig in. 19,531. Get a good look at that number. This isn't just a goal or some random estimate. It is the exact final number of founder seats available. When they're all taken, that's it. The founding phase is officially over. And this is absolutely the most crucial point. Once these seats are filled up by real, verified people, the founder phase ends. Permanently. Anyone who comes in after that point, well, they're stepping into a world that's already been built and shaped by these original founders. Okay, so you're probably wondering why this kind of structure and why now? The answer really ties back to this huge shift that's happening in how we think about digital ownership. We are seeing this massive move toward verifiable digital ownership. You've heard the terms, right? Things like tokenized assets, where digital stuff can have real, provable value, and digital identities that you actually control. It is a fundamental change in how our entire online world is being pieced together. But here's the problem, and it's a big one that a lot of projects run into. All that cool technology? It's just a tool. If you don't have a community of actual, organized people who are ready to use it, then all you have is a solution looking for a problem. The tech alone isn't enough. And this right here is the key difference in the approach we're looking at. Instead of launching with some speculative token and just hoping a community shows up, this model completely flips the script. It starts with identity. It starts with structure and getting people on the same page first. The assets, the tools, all that comes later, built on top of a solid human foundation. Which brings us right back to that stadium idea. See, the whole point is that this isn't some passive waitlist where you just drop your email and forget about it. No, it's framed as a stadium. You're not waiting in line. You're taking your seat as an active participant right before the main event kicks off. So that leads to the obvious question. What does it actually mean to have one of these limited founder seats? What are you really getting? Let's be super clear about this. According to this model, let's talk about what a founder seat is not. It is not a promise of profit. It's not some speculative, get-rich-quick shortcut. And it's definitely not a rank you can just buy your way into. Instead, a founder seat is your verified identity in the system. It's a permanent spot in this core group, and it's your right to participate in whatever gets built next. This quote really gets to the heart of the whole thing. Tokens are attached to seats, not sold as an investment. What does that mean? It means any potential rewards are designed to be earned over time through your actions and contributions, not just bought upfront. It's an approach that's clearly trying to focus on long-term value, not short-term hype. All right, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get into the fun part, the how. What are the actual practical steps you'd take to get your seat in this stadium? The very first step involves something called access keys. Now, it's really important to understand what these are. They're defined as simple entry credits. They are not NFTs, they are not speculative assets. Just think of them as a key. A tool you use one time to unlock your digital ID inside this community and claim your spot. So, how do you get these keys? Well, there are three main ways. You can earn them by completing certain tasks. You can be gifted them by someone who's already part of the community, or you can purchase them as part of what's called a community access pack. It's pretty interesting that two of the three methods are all about community-driven growth. And here's where the social part really kicks in. You don't just join as this lone individual. The whole structure is built around these small groups, these circles of 5. And what that means is your position is defined by the community you help bring together, not just by how early you showed up to the party. Now, to get your seat officially counted, you have to become an active founder, and the process is laid out in 5 simple steps. First, you verify your identity. Then, you claim your seat. Next, you join one of those 5-person circles. Then you complete one contribution task, and finally, you attend one circle check-in. That's it. So, when you put this whole framework together, the decision to jump in really comes down to a choice. But it's a choice that's less about timing the market and way more about community. This quote perfectly captures the kind of urgency this model creates. It's not that classic fear of missing out on money. It's the fear of missing out on the chance to build something with people you actually know and trust. Because if you wait too long, the choice of who's sitting right there next to you, well, that choice might be made by somebody else. And this one really just hammers the point home. It reframes the whole reason for joining. It's not about speculation. It's about securing your place, for sure. But maybe just as important, it's about securing a place for the people you want to go on this journey with. And that really leaves us with one final big question to think about. In a system like this, where the community is finite and it's built on real connections, the most important decision isn't just if you'll take a seat, but who you would want sitting right there beside you when you do.